Live from Arkansas' streaming news leader, this is THV 11 Morning News at 7 on THV 11 Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to THV 11 Plus. We're glad you are with us at 7 a.m. on this Wednesday. We got the royal blue memo. Yes, and Tracy matches everything because she's got navy blue. We just got it going on.
Yeah.
We're Miss Hayden. Hayden just had to leave on assignment, and he is taking care of that. But we've got Tracy for your weather, and we've got Ashley for your traffic, so you are covered.
Yeah, how's traffic doing so far this morning?
Yeah, traffic is looking pretty good. You can definitely tell we have more cars on the road this week than we have throughout the summer.
And earlier.
School beginning to start, so and next week's going to be, just go ahead and leave early next week.
That's right.
Yeah, all the big districts start next week, but I know here in Central Arkansas, even around the state, some kids have already started back.
That's right. I know Mountain Pines started yesterday. Tomorrow there are several schools that are starting around the state.
Yeah, I know Maumelle Charter started as well. I think yesterday or day before.
Right. So. It seems so early.
We actually have all of that information at thhv11.com. That when schools are starting back, along with some of the free events that are happening.
I think you just text school to 501-376-1111 and they'll give you all that information.
What she said.
Yes, exactly. So you can find all of that information out there. But if you want to find out about traffic, we've got that information for you here this morning. Yeah, and traffic looks pretty good so far. We're seeing, like I said, just more cars on the road. It's a little bit heavier if you're heading off this morning and you thought, oh, I can leave at the same time that I left last week or the week before. You may want to give yourself a little extra time. Right now we're looking at I-430, looking back south across the Arkansas River Bridge. It looks absolutely gorgeous across the Arkansas River as the sun is coming up this morning. And we do have an accident that just popped up down the road from that scene. An accident, exit 4 on I-430, traveling northbound. It is off to the right shoulder, so hopefully it won't cause a whole lot of issues, but we can see here it is causing a little bit of a delay on 430. So we'll get a look at that along with your drive times here in just a bit. We want to check to see how long it's going to take you to get to downtown Little Rock this morning. Actually, here's your drive times right now. We'll go ahead and take a look, and it looks pretty good if you're coming from Chenal Parkway, Rawling Road, around the promenade, 14 minutes into downtown Little Rock. It's green off to the side on all of our stops right here, so it looks nice as you're driving in. 20 minutes from Benton. You've got 19 minutes if you're coming from Cabot. So we'll keep you up to date on the traffic. Again, we'll have another check in just a few minutes. Tracy?
Well, weather-wise, not too bad. We are a little bit warmer than we were 24 hours ago, so we're starting to see that heat and humidity start to build in, and we'll see that gradually rise as we're heading throughout the rest of the week and the weekend. 72 in the capital city this morning. Not too bad, but it does feel a little muggy out there. And this morning we're seeing a few 60s, but yesterday this map was just sprinkled with a lot of 60s, but that temperature is going up, and sort of those afternoon highs, 94 here in the metro. We're going to see those more mid to upper 90s in the southern and a little bit more off to the west as well, as we're starting to see that influence of that high pressure, more of a heat dome kind of making its way back to us, unfortunately, and that's going to mean higher temperatures, higher humidity, meaning heat index value is going to go up just a little bit. Now, the good news is we are not looking for any heat alerts today across the state, but we could start to see portions of that, especially to the west and southwest as we're heading into the next few days. We'll keep an eye on that for you, but today it's going to feel like 97 out there as you are heading into that peak heat of the afternoon, so make sure you're staying hydrated, and we'll talk more about this forecast and how hot it may feel coming up in just a few minutes.
Developing this morning, a week-long manhunt in Tennessee comes to an end with police capturing a man accused of killing 4 people and abandoning a baby in extreme heat. Officers say 28-year-old Austin Drummond, seen here, was found in a wooded area near Jackson, Tennessee, taken into custody. The case started when someone found the baby alive, but alone on a scorching hot day. Investigators later discovered her parents, grandmother, and uncle shot to death 40 miles away.
Courtney Rose, Adriana Williams, Braden Williams, James Matthew Wilson. Their names deserve to be spoken. Their lives deserve to be remembered, and their families deserve justice.
Police say surveillance video and community tips helped track Drummond down. 2 vehicles linked to Drummond had also been recovered. The baby, by the way, is now safe and in good health. New developments this morning in the ongoing investigation into files related to Jeffrey Epstein. According to a new CBS News report, Epstein's confidant, Ghislaine Maxwell, recently sat down for a 9-hour interview with the Justice Department. Sources say she did not implicate President Trump, and the president has not ruled out a possible pardon for Maxwell. The House Oversight Committee is ramping up its probe, issuing subpoenas for records from the DOJ and testimony from several former officials, including former President Bill Clinton and his wife, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton.
Because it was voted on by Congress in a bipartisan manner, I think that'll have good standing in court.
We want to get the files themselves and ensure that we get that information out and make it transparent to the public.
The committee wants all Epstein-related documents turned over by August 19th, with depositions also set to begin this month. The Arkansas Board of Corrections is moving forward with a new pilot program aimed at reducing repeat offenders. The program, backed by Governor Sanders, will focus on helping inmates transition back into society by connecting them with jobs, housing, and support services. It'll start with 100 inmates who are close to release time. Officials say this could lead to a broader statewide effort to tackle Arkansas's high recidivism rate. The move comes as lawmakers across party lines push for long-term solutions to reduce crime beyond building new prisons. Arkansas currently has one of the highest recidivism rates in the country, with nearly half of released inmates returning to prison. A law requiring the 10 Commandments to be displayed in all Arkansas classrooms has been blocked by a federal judge. But for the city of Pine Bluff, officials say the ban doesn't apply to them. THV 11's Tamar Knight is here to tell us why Pine Bluff moved forward with posting the commandments in their classrooms. Good morning, Tamar.
Well, good morning, Karen. The 10 Commandments law, formerly known as Act 573, passed earlier this year. It requires the commandments to be displayed in every public classroom, but the law quickly drew national attention and legal pushback. Americans United filed a lawsuit for separation of church and state, along with the ACLU and 7 Arkansas families. Earlier this week, a federal judge ruled the law unconstitutional. Despite that ruling, the 10 Commandments are now posted in Pine Bluff's classrooms across the district. Officials there say
we apologize for that audio issue. I'll continue. Officials say the ruling only applies to the 4 districts that are involved in the lawsuit, all located in Northwest Arkansas, and they say that means they can still enforce the new law. Yesterday, Reverend Jesse Turner visited several schools to hang the commandments, including Jack Roby Junior High, where Pine Bluff High students were attending classes.
To get kids to get along with one another, and to get kids to understand who they are in a deeper sense.
This type of case is a no-brainer for Americans United. It's moments like this that we were made for, to defend Arkansas families' religious freedom.
Pine Bluff High School principal Ronald Lawrence says he believes everyone has a right to their own opinion, but until the law changes, the Pine Bluff School District will continue to follow it. Meanwhile, advocates like Rachel Laser say they're keeping a close eye on other districts and may file more lawsuits if necessary. Meantime, President Trump has just signed an executive order to bring back the presidential fitness test in public schools. The test hasn't been used in more than a decade, but the goal is to fight rising obesity and inactivity among kids. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. will help lead the rollout, though it's not yet clear what the test will include or when it will begin. Experts say they hope the updated version will focus more on long-term healthy habits than just performance. You may remember the original version dating back to 1950s and was once a common experience in American schools. Here at home, a major move toward improving student and staff health in Jacksonville. The Jacksonville North Pulaski School District is launching a new partnership meant to provide medical care for students, staff, and members of the community on the campus. It's called the Titan Health Center. It's a full-service clinic now open inside the district. Named after the school's team, the Titans, the center offers a wide range of services, from physical checkups to mental health support, through a collaboration with Our Care.
The benefit of having this health center within our district is so that our students won't have to have an absence. Our staff members won't have to take an absence. They could come immediately over here and have top priority in seeing a healthcare physician or a healthcare provider.
The center has an on-staff ARPN with nurses and support staff, among other healthcare providers who will rotate in as needed. The clinic is open Mondays through Fridays from 8 to 5 with telehealth available after hours. And for those without insurance, the Titan Center offers a sliding scale fee. Time now to turn back to Ashley King and a check of the traffic on this Wednesday morning.
Hey Karen, yeah, I was just trying to find a traffic camera that shows us an accident that has happened on I-430, and we can see that is off to the side of the road right now, but it looks like there is some issues with this that could be causing some delays on 430. So you can see that there is law enforcement is already on the scene there, but yeah, just expect some delays. Again, this is 430. Looking at the map right now and getting some info, this is around exit 4 traveling northbound. It is in the right lane and the right shoulder. So if you're going to be traveling this direction heading into work this morning, or for some, they may be going to school this morning. I don't think we have a whole lot of Central or Metro, Little Rock, Central Arkansas schools that are in, but there are some around the area. But anyway, so yeah, we're looking, that is the only accident that I'm seeing right now. We're going to get another look at that coming up in just a few minutes. Tracy?
Well, weather-wise, things aren't too bad this morning, but I've got a couple of things that I am tracking. Unfortunately, it's just going to be this gradual return of this heat and humidity, and we're going to see some very isolated relief in the form of a few showers. A lot of us won't really see anything, but we're going to be watching the tropics because we are getting into hurricane season, and so that's something we're going to have to keep our eye on. Right now, we don't have anything that's really impacting us, but we really could use some rain, but I would rather not do it in the form of a tropical system. Now, there is quite a bit of rain showers there just along the Gulf, but overall around our area, not a lot going on. We are looking at mainly clear skies out there. We could see some very isolated showers this afternoon, but they'll be very brief and they'll be hard to find, honestly. Currently it is 72 in the capital city, got 70 in Pine Bluff, and Russellville coming in at 70 as well this morning. That temperature difference from 24 hours ago, we've caught up here in Central Arkansas, but it is 5 degrees warmer in Clinton, 2 degrees warmer in Conway. You can see that biggest impact is really in the northern tier of the state. But we're going to talk more about the changes in the temperature and that humidity coming up in my forecast in just a couple of minutes.